right, we have a great show today with Heather Burns, who's the owner of Revente Luxury Resale and also the owner of Sid and Nancy right beside it. We talk about how it opened. We talk about how consignment works and all the details of what her business has done, what she did during COVID, and where she's headed now. So thanks for listening. Hi, everyone. Welcome to Here for the Health of It. I am Dr. Randy here with Dr. Tom, as always, and we have a great show for you today with Heather Burns, who is the owner of Revente Luxury Resale.
You got it.
And Sid and Nancy, which we're going to tell people what Sid and Nancy is soon.
I feel like a lot of people probably do know, but...
Yep. And she is a business owner with a passion for fashion and sustainability and the mother of 3 boys, and 2 of them 8-year-old twin boys.
Yes.
So you're busy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Tell us about the birth of the twins.
Oh,
Let's
you want
start
to
with
know?
that.
You want
I
to
like
start
starting with that.
Well, they were born at over 40 weeks, so which is rare for twins. But I did go into preterm labor like around 32 weeks, and then had to go to the hospital, and they give you all the drugs you need to stop it. And then they were like, oh yeah, we're good. We're not coming out at all. But it was a pretty normal pregnancy.
Nice.
And relatively easy birth. I did deliver naturally.
Nice.
Which when you have twins, no one tells you that if you say, because they automatically say, do you want to have a C-section? No, I don't. Because I was going right back to work.
Yeah.
Like, baby's in tow. And so I was like, no, I want to do this, the regular way like I did Max and see how it goes. We have to deliver in an OR room when you do that, which is a bed that's, smaller than I am wide.
Obviously, they want it convenient for the surgeon,
Yes,
not you.
for the surgeon, yes. But they don't tell you that until you get to the hospital.
Right.
And normally when you give birth, it's in this very cushy birthing bed. Well, that's all gone. So then you're just like in this room with all these people. And
stadium lights, they got it all.
yeah,
there,
stadium lights. When I went into actual labor and was like, go time, my husband at the time and my dad had left the hospital to go downstairs because they saw a bicycle that they wanted in the back of a scrapper's truck. It was like a 1950s bicycle, and they wanted to buy it from him. So
They
were not in the room. They had gone down to leave a note. And, the nurse came in, and I was like, hey, I think I'm either ready or I need to use the bathroom.
Yeah.
And she was like, well, we'll have to check you. And she started freaking out and just started to move my bed down the hallway. So it's just this nurse and me. And she's yelling for other people to come help. And my dad and the kid's dad was no longer in the hospital. They were downstairs. So by the time they got back up, it was like panic mode. And Sean came running into the OR room. One baby out, easy peasy, like no problems.
Yeah.
No one tells you.
The first one.
The first one,
was
easy peasy.
Really?
Well, by the time they got me into the OR room, it was like he was already coming out.
Yeah.
Rex had made his debut. And then no one tells you that your cervix will contract the other baby back. And then you start the process. I just thought,
I was going to ask if it's easier and the second one come out.
No, it was the longest 13 minutes of my life because you only have a certain amount of time they give you before they will do an emergency C-section.
Yeah.
And my doctor, I had the same from my previous son. And when I had Max, she was pregnant at the same time. Our kids' birthdays are a week apart. So we've been through a lot together, and I could see the panic in her face that it was getting close to that time where they were going to have to do a C-section instead, and she knew how much I didn't want that.
Yeah.
And so I knew I needed to take charge, and so I was just like, "You over here, hold this. You over here, bear down." And she was like, "Okay, this last push, you've got to get the baby out, or we're going to do a C-section." And I was like, "No." And he finally came out.
Wow.
And he has been.
What's the placenta like?
I was wondering if there's 2 placentas.
Yeah, there are 2.
And then
Because
you
they
have
are
to-
in there because they're not identical.
Do those just slide out?
No, you give birth to that so
you had
in essence, I
4
gave birth
births.
4 times.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like to think about it.
So it goes baby 1, then placenta 1,
Yeah.
then baby 2, then placenta 2.
Correct.
Wow.
Today's episode is brought to you by our sponsor, Columbia Family Chiropractic, with 3 easy-to-get-to locations, one in Forest Acres, which is by Trader Joe's, one in O'Neill Court by the DMV, and one in the Northeast by Sand Hills. You'll be sure to have somewhere near you. They offer a ton of services from corrective care, on-site digital x-rays, spinal decompression for bulging or herniated discs, dry needling for injuries, pediatric care, and a Class 4 laser. They accept all your major insurances. And if you mention this ad, you'll get a discount on your first appointment. Check out their website at cfc4health.com or Google Columbia Family Chiropractic. That's cfc4health.com.
That's a lot of moving parts.
It is a lot of moving parts. And at the time, I guess I didn't really think about the fact that all those people would be around.
Yeah.
Because it's just a totally different experience from being in a birthing room in an OR. And with 2 babies.
Yeah.
Because, right afterwards, they slap that baby right on you.
Yeah.
So then there's at one point I was holding one baby
Wow,
and
pushing.
birthing one baby.
Yeah.
And it's just oh.
That's wild.
So sometimes I think to myself when I'm like, you can't do this. You can't do this. I'm like, yes, you can. You absolutely can. You did that. You can do this.
We always say if men had to give birth, the population would be doomed.
I know.
I don't think I could do it.
No, we're not built for it.
I just, the 8-year-olds have been asking a lot lately where babies come from. And so I finally was just they come out of, I don't know what all I can say on here.
Oh, you can say vagina.
I said, okay, they come out of your vagina. And they were like, what? And I was like, yeah, like your girl parts. And he goes, oh, like my penis. And I was like, yes, but a girl has a vagina. And he goes, so I came out of your vagina? It's like, yes, that's exactly where you came out of. And I was like, oh, can we just leave this at this? This is bedtime. I'm like, can we just leave this conversation at this for now, guys?
That's great.
You can only do so much at once. It's got. We've been going. So I've got 8-year-old, 8-year-old and 11-year-old, and we've been going through the books together with them.
Yeah.
And it's kind of nice to just get it all out on the table.
Well, we've already gone through all this once, and now they want to know specifically how they came out. Because I think, not everybody is
Yeah.
Did you get any photos? Do you have any photos?
baby photos.
Yeah, like birthing.
No, my sister does. When I had Max, who's my 13-year-old, she came down to be there for a couple of days, and she was in the room sitting in the worst spot ever. In the corner. She saw it all. And I have never seen her, look so small because she was so scrunched up in a little ball, or B, look so terrified. And I've asked her, I'm like, what did you do with those pictures? I had to tell her to get up out of the chair and come and help us because I thought she was going to get sick and pass out. I've asked her what she's done with those photos, and she's like, they're in a locked file on my laptop. And I'm like, well, can I see them? And she just says, I don't think you want to. But she's also a photographer.
Okay.
So.
And you wanted that angle?
No,
You
she just froze.
She's like, I can't.
She's my older sister. She doesn't have any kids. She's a great aunt,
Yeah.
but she's just not for her.
Yeah. Gotta coach them. Gotta coach photographers sometimes.
Well, she's an artistic photographer. She's not like a people. I just thought, she's my sister. She could take a couple photos. I had no idea I was going to traumatize her.
All right, so tell us. Now we can talk about your stores.
Okay.
We needed to get that.
And the kids Max came to work with me for the first 8 months. So all of our customers know them. And Lennox and Rex came for about 5 to 6 months before we knew that we were about to all have a panic attack every day.
So when did you start these stores?
Revente was started, Debbie McDaniel opened Revente in 1992.
Debbie McDaniel and the McDaniel's car world?
No. Totally different fam.
My throat's sore. Want to know why? I was screaming this weekend. I had stogies this weekend, and it's because Randy hit a hole in one.
That's why I can't talk too. 'Cause
Congratulations.
I
We're
literally
not
screamed
sick.
for 20 minutes straight, and I haven't talked right
We're
since.
coming off a Yetta screaming.
Okay, well, if you get me sick and everybody else gets sick,
Well, we're going to blame Kennedy.
Kennedy's the furthest away from me.
Yeah, but it's got to be her. Okay, so what year did they open?
1992.
92. Debbie McDaniel.
Yeah, she was the original
Okay.
owner.
And always in the same location?
That store has always been in the same location. Yeah. Sid and Nancy was further down and then we moved, but Revente has always been in the same location. Now he's really starting to sound sick,
It's just
y'all.
like dry, you know? There's something going on in there. Something growing, I think.
I haven't, I'm trying to think of the last time I screamed for a long time. and
You were
it's-
screaming because of the hole-in-one?
Oh, constantly for a long time.
Did this take place here in town or some?
Clinton, South Carolina.
Yeah, it was like an
Nice.
hour away, but there's 16 guys all playing in a tournament. So then you're
so
screaming,
cool.
but then everybody else hears you screaming and
And then
comes
they scream
running,
also.
and then you're screaming more, and then the next thing you know,
You're just not
you
treating your
can't
body
talk
well.
anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could imagine we just abused our bodies afterwards. Randy was at one point one shoe on, one shoe off, no
Nice.
shirt.
Sid and Nancy is sponsoring a 4-day music festival this weekend called Freak Fest
Really?
in down near Florence that a friend of mine is putting on, and a lot of my friends' bands are playing. And so I will be there for 4 days.
Just hammering
In
cocktails.
Freak Fest? Mm-hmm. What kind of
We're going to vend at this thing, and so Sid and Nancy's going to take stuff down to sell.
what?
Sweet.
Yeah, tell us about Freak Fest.
What happens there?
There's bands that'll play. There's a lot of different things that are going on. I've never been. This will
any
be
nudity?
no, not nudity, not that kind of freak. I mean, maybe, who knows? You never know. But 1 day or 2 nights are. And now I actually think it's 3 nights are all bands, and they're bands from all over southeast area. Local bands from Columbia, a lot of different vendors that sell art stuff and whatnot. And they have bands, and then they have DJs into the night, into the morning.
Like an all night deal.
And it's at a winery.
Okay. What kind of music?
Cartersville?
What kind of music are we talking
All
about?
different kinds of music.
Really?
Yeah.
Maybe a little country? A little folk?
Probably not leaning country, but
Little
mostly
bluegrass?
rock and hardcore. And
Heavy metal.
I can't get the Freak Fest idea. When you think Freak Fest, you think fishnet everything.
it will be. That,
of
yes.
fishnet.
Yes, there will be fishnet. Not on me. I'm like the mom of the Freak Fest, I guess. But to each their own.
Yeah. Just wild.
I'm thinking
knows?
people that cut their tongue in half so they got the
Maybe.
little
Oh.
tongue.
Probably.
A lot of piercings everywhere.
For sure. For sure.
Tattoos.
Yeah, they're doing tattoos. I'll be getting a tattoo while I'm there.
will?
Yeah.
How many tattoos you have? Oh, look at the art. That's colorful
3, 4.
too.
Uh-huh.
How do you decide on that? That's traditional. I know that's traditional.
These are, yes.
Yep.
But this one was done by my friend Preston, who actually used to work right down here at 36 South, the tattoo shop.
Yeah.
Now he works at one of their other locations. Or maybe that is the one.
So do you know what tattoo you're going to get, or you're just
I
gonna wait
don't.
till
I'm going to wing
speaks to
it till I
Really?
figure that out. Yeah.
you? You want this inspiration there. You want to put our faces on you?
Negative.
Oh, okay, because that'd be cool.
Because you didn't know who Sid and Nancy were.
We didn't.
That's true.
It's okay. It's okay. I won't hold it against you.
do you
I'm
think
not
that-
ever going to get anyone's face on me, though.
You wouldn't?
But
What
if
if we
you
paid?
were-
What if we paid for it?
Yeah.
You'd have to pay a lot.
How much are we talking
Like,
to get our faces
At least
on you?
$50,000.
Holy cow, that's a lot.
We were thinking 50.
yeah, 50 to 100.
No. Portraits are hard. That's why I don't think I'll ever get a portrait.
All right. So
How do you decide where to go on your body? I just can't. I've never had a tattoo, and I just can't even figure out how I would know what to get. Or
Until
where I'd get
COVID,
it.
I had never had one either.
Really?
Yeah.
you let loose during COVID.
And then I'd always wanted one, but I'd like like you just said, like my mom had drilled into my brain, never get a tattoo until you know exactly what you want. And I was like, okay, so I can't get a tattoo until I know exactly what she wants or what I would want. After she died, I was like, okay, this story just took a turn for the worse. Your face. But it's okay.
Well, now you're just winging it at Freak Fest.
No. So this was the first tattoo I got. And that's her,
You'll float too.
which is from Stephen King's It from the book. And that's her heartbeat. So I was like, okay, that she loves Stephen King, and that was one of her favorite books. And she showed us that movie when we were kids. Which,
Goodness.
but
What's the little red thing?
it's a balloon.
the balloon.
Oh,
the balloon that he holds.
Yep.
So, and then after that, yeah, it kind of snowballed.
Are you into scary movies?
No,
You're not.
not really.
What about Halloween? Is Halloween your favorite
I
holiday?
like Halloween. Christmas is actually my favorite holiday, or Thanksgiving, but I do like Halloween. It's very commercialized now, though.
Yeah.
So, and it's different when you love Halloween and then you have kids and have Halloween. It's just very different.
Yeah.
Because it's like there are all these trunk or treats and so many costumes to buy, and they're all just so crappily made
Yeah. Yep.
and smell like plastic, and it's just gross. But
Yep.
you know, but they want to be whatever thing is cool. You know,
Right.
I'm surprised you wouldn't get a whole bunch coming.
we do get some in, but at Sid and Nancy we only take like adult sizes. And my oldest is to that point now where he's kind of like wants to do his own thing. And he's just now able to wear clothes over there because he's pretty tall. He's taller than me.
Really?
Yeah.
At
That
13?
just happened.
Dang.
It just happened last weekend. He got to be taller than me.
So what kind of weird stuff would you take at Sid and Nancy that people would think that you wouldn't?
We don't necessarily take anything weird, but we take a lot of vintage like band tees and
Leather
jackets and
leather chaps.
we definitely would
That would have
take,
been a good one.
we definitely would take chaps.
Yeah. Not as common as you'd hope that they'd be.
Yeah, that is true.
People need to wear more chaps around here.
They could. You could start a trend.
I might do that.
I think you should.
It's for more like motorcycles, right? Or BDSM,
Both.
or horses.
Or both. Motorcycles, horseback riding, and BDSM, yes.
Sounds right.
All right. Back to Debbie McDaniel starts.
Deb. Yes, she started the store in 1992, and I started working for her when I moved to Columbia in 2001. So it was a long time. And
You were a child.
9 years.
I was 17 when I moved here.
Nice.
Like I had just graduated high school, and my sister went to USC, so I was like, I'll just move down there and stay with her.
Sweet.
That was the plan. And at the time, her roommate was the manager at Revente, and she got me a part-time job while I went to Midlands Tech, and I just loved it. You know, it's something different every day, new people every day, and 5 Points is such a fun place to be, and it's so diverse, and you know, there's always something happening that it just sucked me right in.
Yeah.
I never left.
Did you finish high school here?
No, I finished high school. I'm originally from the upstate. My dad still lives in Greer. So I went to Riverside.
What's Greer like?
It's very different now than it was when
Yeah.
I was there. When I was there was, nothing really. And it was where my dad's house was very rural area. And now there's like a neighborhood next door. So
Little subdivision.
yeah, there's
Greer is booming right now.
subdivisions all around them, and we have like my dad's house and what was my grandpa's house. So this little area that's like got
Yeah.
and everybody's like, we want that, and we're like, no.
All right. So in 2001, you work with her.
I started working with Debbie, and she didn't have any kids of her own, and she was like, if you stick here with me when I retire, we'll work something out, and that's what happened.
Sweet.
So
So then you took it over. Did you change much when?
we have changed a good bit. I would consider it to be a little more upscale now. That's what most of our customers would say. Some people like that, some people don't.
Yeah.
But, you know, with the addition, we opened Sid and Nancy in 2007. And so with the addition of that store, some of the brands that we had at Revente kind of shifted over. Because Revente is more high end. We take boutique and designer labels, things you would buy at like Nordstrom's,
Yeah.
Neiman's, up to Chanel.
Nice.
You know, so we have all of that and in between. So some of the things that we used to take, we may not necessarily take, but would send over to Sid and Nancy. Some people don't like that. You know, with everything kind of grows, and we have remodeled a little bit and gotten new jewelry cases and like lighted cases and things, which do elevate the store. And a lot of people are like, it looks so good in here. You've done so great. And then there are some people who are like, you changed too much. You know, people don't like change. I don't either. I've worked at the same place since 2001. So I get it.
Wow.
But yeah, it's been,
So what, I guess explain to everybody. So the store is consignment?
right.
The whole
So
store?
The whole store is consignment with the exception, I do go to New York with my manager
And get a couple newbies.
and no, to buy accessories. So like all the jewelry is new unless it's like sterling or David Yurman, something like that people bring in. So we just went to New York a couple weekends ago.
And so people bring.
People will bring
I'm
their
still trying
stuff
to figure
in.
it out.
So people bring their stuff into us. We'll say you bring in 15 items. We take the 15 items to a rack. We look through them. We'll let you know what we can keep and give you back what we can't take. And then after those items are entered, you receive 40% of the selling price at the end of the consignment period.
Okay.
So the difference in the business models is when you sell things to a buy outright, you know, all the different ones around town, they give you much less than you would make on consignment because they're taking the risk that it's actually going to
might
sell.
not sell.
Yeah. And then after you leave, they price it what they're going to price it. That's it. And you don't know.
Right.
With consignment, like once your items are entered into the computer, you receive an email that has a list of the things that were entered. And so you can see how much you're making as your consignment period goes. So we keep the items for 8 weeks. At the end of that 8-week period, you either take back what does not sell, or we can donate it to charity and give you a tax receipt. You decide that when you bring the things in. But every consignment, a contract is signed for and entered into that person's name. So like if you brought us stuff, it would be in your account. And same for every person that comes
That's
in.
awesome.
And then for like higher priced items, you know, Prada shoes, Chanel shoes, things like that, they get a higher percentage. For the bags and things, they get a higher percentage. So it just depends on, for designer items, it depends on the item. So if you bring us a Chanel bag, you're going to get 60% of what we sell it for. And generally, we can price them pretty close to what the retail was
Sweet.
Really?
because we don't have that here.
Yeah.
And we do layaway.
So people can pay you over
And you
time.
can buy it over the website and do afterpay.
So you got options.
Yeah, we got options. And I'll work with you.
So I feel like people, if somebody, let's say that somebody passed away,
Yeah.
you had all their stuff, they would just come with all of it and say, "What do you want?"
Not generally, because we also don't take anything more than 2 years old. So everything's got to be, unless it's vintage Hermes or vintage Dior,
Yeah.
we are not going to take it. In an instance like that, say someone calls us, which we do this. I will do this. I have in the past. Their wife passed away. They have a lot of stuff, but they don't know. We're like, okay, I'll come to your house and go through things, because that's this instance where, for one, it tugs at my heartstrings
Yeah.
because my dad has been there and I did it for him. So it's just easier because they have no idea. As a man, you have no idea what would be 2 years old and in season. If I said that to you, you would have no idea. She would know.
And wives are typically hiding how much they spend on that stuff too.
Sometimes. Sometimes they are, and
Or
sometimes
their husbands are buying it for them.
and sometimes their husbands are buying them counterfeit items and telling them they're real.
Ooh, I love that. What? Yeah. How do you know? Yeah, I was going to ask about that. Like
Yeah.
the process of determining something's real.
Well, we start by, okay, people bring it in. Generally, Audrey and I can look at it immediately and know if it's fake.
Really?
You can tell by the way it smells, the stitching, the color of the threads, all these different things that we have learned and like continued education that we go to throughout the year. But we also use a service called Entropy, which is an actual device that takes microscopic photos of,
The material?
the material, the stitching, the logos, all of those things, and sends it into their database and then gives us back whether or not it is authentic. And then they guarantee it.
That's cool.
And so every bag that anybody buys from us
Guaranteed.
is guaranteed to be authentic. It comes with a certificate. We also sell that service so that, whoever can come in and buy a certificate for their bag for $45. And that is where we find out usually when
Wow.
I
so-and-so
think
bought me
sometimes
this.
too, though, I wouldn't even know. Like, say I
Yeah.
bought something and
But you would know if you went to the Gucci store or if you
Yeah.
went to the flea market
so we got
or
a friend.
someone's trunk.
Yeah, we got a friend that buys from China
Yeah.
direct, has a person.
Yeah.
The quotes person. Could she get some significantly discounted?
Mm-hmm.
My guess is, are they stolen and then sold like black market?
I hope you're not buying stolen black market.
Well, I don't know. That's what I
FBI,
mean.
did you hear that?
Like, could she
Look at
bring?
his face. It's like, not me.
I don't even know who this person is. This is the first I've ever heard of
Could
this.
she bring it into you and you could see if it was real or not? Because that would be step one. Is like, I don't even know if it could be not real, and it's just that's why it's so cheap
Yeah, but it'd be $45 a bag
to check
to
see
check.
If it's,
Yeah.
Which, if you think you have a $2,000 bag, it's worth it.
Right,
Or
it
a
is.
$10,000 bag.
Yeah, because a lot of times people, they do think that it is authentic because they've been told so.
At the end of the day, if it's so close to the average Joe, does it really matter?
It does matter.
If you know it, though, if you think it's authentic, like if you think it's authentic and everybody else thinks, besides like you and 6 other people that know.
But the reason that it matters is because of the way that they're made and the process and what it supports.
Oh.
So that's where it becomes unethical.
Gotcha.
So.
Okay. All right, good. Now, where else are you getting stuff? Like, are you just depending on like what's
Individuals.
So what's your weekly load?
It just depends. Every week is different. And that's a really weird question. to
That
ask.
sounded weird.
Yeah, that was.
Once it came out, it felt a little weird, but
It does weird.
how many loads a week are you taking?
I'm out of here.
Is it
We
like, is
take
there a-
appointments. If you have more than 25 items,
Okay.
you have to make an appointment. That kind of helps us gauge, because the back of the store is only so large and we can only hold so much back there. And that's where we do all of our processing. So nothing comes out on the floor that isn't ready to be photographed, put on the website, and sold on the racks. And that's the same way at both stores, except it's in Nancy, we process out front, which is much harder. So we do drop-offs if you have less than 25. So we try not to have more than say 500 items come in the store
A day.
a day.
So you get a good intake per day
yeah.
or per
Yeah.
day. Okay.
And especially this time of year, it's like a lot heavier than a couple months from now. It'll slow down
Right.
some. So
But during COVID, was that a concern? Like,
we were closed.
oh, you were just
I was
closed.
selling Louis Vuittons out of my minivan in a Starbucks.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
And
with
I guess you have
2
online.
babies in tow.
Yeah. All right. That's
That was when we started our website.
yeah.
During COVID. Before that, it was kind of one of those things that we were like, we need to do. And then it was like, okay, we have no choice because
Right.
here I am at home
I'll meet you at Starbucks.
trying to teach a 3rd grader,
Yeah.
which bless his heart, it's all my fault. Because, that year, 3rd
Oh, it's
grade is
crazy.
3rd grade is the most crucial year for kids.
Yep.
I didn't know that. but I taught him third grade.
Yeah.
But all of those kids, that whole grade now is like having all these other issues, writing and all of that. So,
What can you do?
like, yeah,
You do your
I can't
best.
read that writing. So I'm like, looks good.
So Louis, see, I was kind of the opposite, where I was like, why are you holding your pencil so? Like I realized things that their teachers weren't
Yeah.
doing, but then it also was like the areas that I didn't like.
Yeah.
What can I do?
Right. But imagine now you also have two 2-year-olds.
Two other ones, yes,
running around,
which
and
we
you're
didn't have
trying.
that
You
at all.
have brought all this stuff from your
Yes.
store to your house to start selling online,
Yes.
and you're like praying to God that everything that you put your life and money into as your career isn't gonna just fall apart.
Disappear.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. That's nice.
What? So if I'm thinking about a Louis Vuitton shoe,
Or shoes, like a pair of
let's
shoes.
say it's
Yes,
two
it's
shoes.
it would
a
have to
pair.
be 2 shoes for us to take them.
Or no, not Louis Vuitton. Louis Vuitton.
Louboutin.
Louis Vuitton.
Yes.
With the red underneath.
Yes.
Right? Those are the nice ones. Mm-hmm. So those are, in my mind,
Are we talking women's or men's?
I don't really know about men's, but
Okay.
let's say women's. $2,000 would be
Depends on the shoe.
resale. So it could be anywhere from $1,000 to $20,000.
For a shoe? No.
I don't know. I have no clue.
Louboutin,
I
I
can't even
thought
believe
you
they're
were
more
sa-
than 100.
Okay, well, generally they retail like the standard shoe that
High heel,
most
3-inch
people
high heel.
$9.95.
Okay.
Depending
from
from
the
Louboutin,
Louboutin
if you bought
website.
them from the website or Neiman's wherever.
Yep.
Depending on the condition of the shoe, if they've been worn, because a lot of people buy them and never wear them, or yeah,
Why?
they just do.
Yeah.
They just, wrong size, bought on sale.
Mm-hmm.
You never know. Anywhere from a half of the retail for new, or if it's, or maybe like 75%. It just depends on the style.
So that's a pretty good.
Yeah.
Like, I could see how people would be all over that.
Yeah.
If you get it for half off, they go buy that for sure. But then people who paid $1,000 never wore them, they might get, a couple $100, but
But they
wouldn't
never
get
wore
anything
them anyways. Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
It makes sense. The model makes sense to me.
I missed the why did you create Sid and Nancy versus just tucking them into
Just to have a different vibe.
a more hardcore? Is that
Yeah.
Sid Vicious and the Sex Pistols that I know about?
Pretend like you didn't know about that 30 minutes ago. It's just a different business model completely. Because at the time when we opened Sid and Nancy, the younger demographic did not shop consignment. They considered it to be more of an older demographic. Of course, now times are completely different, and there are days that Sid and Nancy blows Revente sales out of the park, and that's with, a much lower price point for each individual item. It's just more. They'd get a lot more traffic through the store because of college students now. But when the store opened, that was not the case, and we didn't have anything like that. This was before Closed Mentor, Plato's Closet, any of that was ever here. So that's why we opened that store, just to have, more of a vintage, fun,
And
kind
it's
of rock and roll.
records.
We don't sell records.
You
no.
don't?
We leave that to Papa Jazz.
Okay.
Yeah.
What would be the top 3 things that get sold out of Sid and Nancy's?
Leather jackets, biker jacket styles, Levi's, band tees.
Nice.
A Banty.
band
Tom
tee.
knows what Banties are.
It's called a band T-shirt.
Oh, a band.
You were thinking
t-shirt.
band T, all one word. This is
What
who
is
I
that?
work with.
I don't know.
Doesn't
That's-
exist. He
I
just
thought it was
didn't hear you correctly.
Yeah, I thought it was BANTEE.
No, band
band
Yep.
As in
t-shirts.
t-shirt. I had one on earlier, but I was like, better change your shirt because that might not be professional.
Well, yeah, that's kind of how I picture you. Is you'll be over at Revente and you'll be like dressed up, heels, hair all done.
I don't ever wear heels.
Makeup, and then you're like, all right, time to switch it over. And then you
the
pull
stores are
off,
side
like-
by side also.
Yeah, I know, but you just like go in the back and then you come out and like.
No,
a
it's generally a
leather-
little more just kind of the whole two stores together is more my vibe. So that's usually how I am dressed. And I can just go back and
Just a
forth.
blend.
Yeah.
Okay. So then you get these clothes, you run them through to see if they're real. Step
Mm-hmm.
one. You're looking at brands. Are we talking like Nike could come to you?
Yeah, we do.
Lululemon.
Yeah. We
So
get a lot
anything
of Lululemon. We do take Nike. So of course now a lot of athletic wear is, sells really well. We get a lot of Free People movement. We get a
Okay.
lot of stuff from Anthropology.
Yeah. Do you? Yeah. What articles are you turning away then? Like bras, I would think.
Well, we don't take anything like that.
Well, it's kind of like the athletic wear.
Well, an athletic bra, I thought you meant like a regular bra. It kind of depends. We just really look everything over.
Yeah.
We're very picky about what we take already.
Right.
So with that aspect of it, we're just a little more.
What about a small stain?
We don't take anything with stains.
What about stench?
No, not at all. And we will know.
What's the store smell like? Good.
Yeah, it smells like
I'll be the judge of
apple
that.
cinnamon.
I'll be walking in this week at some point.
Okay, well, come on.
Is there a men's section?
We don't have men's at Revente. We do at
So
Sid
it's a
and
little
Nancy.
weird if I'm in there.
We would know. We do get a lot of men's shoes because I have some friends in town that consign designer men's shoes with us. But really for the most part, that's the only men's stuff we get. It's hard to get men to
Donate.
not wear their stuff to death, for one.
Yeah. Yep.
So
And then are there certain things though, like I'm guessing like the wear and tear you're gonna eliminate, but
Right.
are there times where you're like, this is really nice, but we have 100 of these style that you
yeah,
just also
that we just don't need. You know,
can't do it?
a lot of times that happens with jeans because more people are starting to wear jeans again. But for us, after COVID, a solid, 4 years, nobody put on a pair of jeans.
Yep.
It was like, I can't imagine. And now we are.
My wife just started wearing jeans.
Me too.
Yeah.
It's been difficult.
And the jeans
I love
fluctuate so in and out what's
Yes,
in. Like,
yes.
I'm ready for skinny jeans to come back.
I am not. I just held up a pair at the store this morning and said, these are my size, but I can't imagine putting on a pair of skinny jeans. I just can't.
I kind of miss it. And I remember
Of course you do.
Our friend Mark Losby would always get teased about wearing skinny jeans, and they weren't even his actual skinny jeans. Like that's how skinny jeans got for a while, even for men.
Oh my God.
How is your store organized? Is it organized by size, color?
Revente is organized by size and color within each size.
Okay.
So
Is this cutting out?
it's not cutting out, but I got really loud.
Oh, you got loud? On my end, it cuts out.
No, it's not.
No, it hasn't been for me.
It's not cutting out,
All right,
but
good.
like I got really loud in my own for some reason.
I think your voice is cutting out sometimes.
It's every time
But
you
the
go.
microphone's good.
All right, I got it. Okay, so
Organized
you go
by everything in the store is organized by size
first.
first, and then color within that size.
Okay.
It's a little bit different at Sid and Nancy because their store is more gender fluid, where somebody, if they like it, they'll buy it, they'll try it.
Yeah.
So like all of the T-shirts are just sized and colorized, but there's no men's, women's
Do you have any charts that convert women's to men's clothes?
charts. Yeah,
If I'm like, hey, I really like this, what size would I be in women's?
yeah.
Oh, nice. And then vice versa. Mm-hmm. Nice. I always wondered that.
We generally we'll measure things too, especially with the website. We have to measure a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
That's true. I've never thought that. Like
haven't wanted a nice
30. Yeah, like let's say you had 32, 30
I have no
pants in
idea what that
men's.
is, and
It might, you could, but there's a way that you could figure out.
Yeah,
like,
they
oh,
have
that's
charts
an
and stuff,
8
yeah.
or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah. Okay. Tell us about your team. What size team you got? Who's your processor? Who's your floor person?
Audrey Delk is well, that's not her name anymore. She got married. Audrey Scarlett. Audrey Scarlett is my manager. She's my company manager and my life manager and my kids' pretend aunt. So she's really the everything to me.
That.
Audrey.
Yeah. And she kind of is over both stores and like making sure everything runs smoothly. And then Megan is my manager at Sid and Nancy. So she's over all of the people there.
Yep.
And then Callie and Mac are my assistant managers. And they help everything run smoothly. And they all help with my kids when need be, when I have to bring them to work and stuff.
It's great.
Yeah, but they're all amazing.
Are they big in the sales world? Like, are they good at taking a person who walks in the store and being like, oh, this person needs this, this, and this on their body?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he's still having trouble.
I got issues. I mean, what is it?
I don't know.
I mean, sometimes it
I
feels
sell clothes.
good.
I don't know about podcasts. But yeah, at Revente we have, I think there's 7 of us in that store.
Yep.
And then over at Sid and Nancy, 5 or 6? I think 6.
Yeah, because there must be a component of that, because I always hear about like the high-end boutiques where they have everything kind of customized to like their avatar of a person who's going to walk in. It
Yeah.
says like, oh, you're going to need
Right.
this for this trip
Well,
to Italy
and
or
different
whatever.
salespeople are better at working with certain types of people.
Yes.
And then we have certain customers who've been customers since I started there who only want me or Audrey.
They're just your regulars.
Where's Heather?
They're like, is Heather here? Is Audrey here? Like, and they're out if we're not. Yeah.
And are they looking for something specific all the time?
Not necessarily. They just like to be helped by us.
So they just come in and you're like, hey, what are you looking for? And they're like,
Some
I
of
just
them
need
will
to know
text me or call me personally and
say, is there something good in there?
is
that I
there
need?
something that I need? I'm going to be there on this day. Who's going to be there?
Oh, I like that.
So
Yep.
Yeah.
can you be there?
Well,
Can you drive to my house in Charleston and pick up my stuff? I can.
tell us about who your client, like, so is your client, like, who's your target client?
We really don't. At Revente, our target client is all over the board. It's anywhere from
The 22-year-old college student that has dad's credit card.
right, or at this point, it's the 18-year-olds with their dad's credit cards.
Right.
But we would never ever take advantage. Anywhere from we're actually trying to get more of that college demographic into Revente, because you'd be surprised that like they'll go right into Sid and Nancy and walk right past and not think to come
Yeah.
in. It's bizarre. But
I picture like
up until
Francis, 62 years
yeah,
old.
up to Francis 62. We even have one customer, Miss Cheeseboro, who's in her 90s
and just comes in.
and just comes in all the time. She did not come in for a couple weeks.
You
We
got
were
concerned.
scared.
Yeah.
We called
Yep.
called her grandson.
That's a good point. I guess the flow, like, because you're getting new stuff in all the time, would it probably every like 1 to 2 weeks you want us do a lap?
People come in weekly. And then we also do 2 lives, Facebook and Instagram lives, Tuesday morning from 10 to 10:30, and then Thursdays from 3:30 to 4, and just go through like the best of the best that's come in that few days. And all of those things are listed on our website as well.
Are people hopping on live and saying, put that aside?
They go straight to the website.
Oh,
A lot of stores will do it like in the
Yeah.
feed or whatever, but our computer guy from the Computer Peeps, he was like, no, you want everybody on your website.
Yeah, get some
buying
traffic.
through your website for your whatever
SEO.
and all that stuff. And I mean, it seems to be working.
well,
It's
what's
also
interest-
easier for us.
Yeah. But what's tough is like, say you're showing something, it's like, well, this is a size small and I'm a large.
Yeah.
you lose.
but-
It's like I love that. Oh, but it's a small.
Yeah. But we try to show something for everybody within each live. It's
Yeah.
not like, it's everything's all this size or whatever. We try to show something for everybody. And we put stuff on the website every single day. That's all Anna does. Like Anna, who's been with me since she's now graduated college and she's been there since high school. All she does when she comes in is puts things on the website the whole time she's there. And she's fast at it. Photos, all the information. You can go right there, check out. It takes it out of our system. Yeah. It's just so much easier that way.
I got to see this operation.
I do too.
And then Charlotte's in the back entering. She's our processor. I was proud of you for knowing that. Charlotte, the processor. And she just is entering, zoned out with her podcast or whatever she's listening to, whatever
Here for
song
the
or
Health of
book.
It.
True
Hopefully
crime.
she's listening to it Here for the Health of It. And she just goes through it.
So how often is she referencing eBay or like, how does she know numbers and all
Our
that?
software, we generally price things a third to a fourth of the original retail,
Okay.
depending on like
you
for
can
the
find-
run of the mill type of thing.
Yeah.
That's like clothing items, not something that needs like a lot of research, like
Yeah.
a designer bag. Our software holds the data to give us what the average price that we have sold that item for in the last 6 months. So
That's awesome.
yeah, it kind of tells us. So she doesn't have to do a whole lot of researching on an item unless it's something we think we can get more for. And a lot of that is it worth the time for her to stop and look it up to make an extra $1, $2,
Right.
or just run through it,
Whack and stack.
And she's gotten pretty tuned in at what we can sell things for. And sometimes she'll ask me or Audrey or Callie, whatever, if it's not something that she's like very knowledgeable about that particular brand, she'll ask us.
Yep.
AI is going to revamp everything in your world, I think.
Yeah. And she already, she'll just take a picture of something with her phone and find that exact item online. And
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so cool. And so, let's say if I wanted to find Louis Vuitton shoes,
yes, it sounds like you need a pair.
I do.
wants 'em.
I want to get a pair for my wife, but I don't want to pay retail.
You could get a pair for yourself too,
Oh yeah, for guys.
Yeah,
do
they
they have the
have
red?
men's.
Do they have the red
Yeah.
bottoms?
Oh, yeah.
All right. Let's say that I want to get a pair for myself, but my feet are just super wide.
Yeah.
Can I just be like, hey Charlotte, here's $20.
No.
Just text me whenever you get them in.
No, we can put you on the wish list for something.
Oh,
Yeah. And that's
tell me
free.
about the wish list.
The wish list is basically when you come in, if you're looking for a particular item, we have a list of, so-and-so's looking for this item. She wants this type of thing,
that's
or she
cool.
likes this style of thing.
That's nice.
Then we can call you when you get it, when we get
And then
something
when
in.
you're looking through stuff, you already have buyers in mind.
Yeah,
for some
we
of the
already
stuff
have
coming
somebody that we're thinking of. So we can text you pictures of that item, right once it's entered. If you're interested, great. We'll throw it up on the website. You can buy it right then.
It's awesome. That's what I need, but my feet are just too wide for normal.
My feet are wide,
I
too.
just can't picture somebody who buys Louis Vuitton having as wide of feet as me.
No, they got very normal feet.
That's not necessarily true. You don't know that.
He's not the target market.
Probably not.
No, I am. But I do wear my shoes so I'll wear these shoes
They have
until
a
they
lot of those.
fall apart.
They have a lot of shoes that look just like that.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. I can get on board.
$900.
Not at Revente.
Not at Revente. All right. Dress code for your team. What do you have that?
We do have a dress code. Everyone is required to wear what we call 3 toppers.
Really?
Yeah, which just means like a bracelet, a necklace, a hat. 3 items,
Bracelet,
jewelry, something. Just helps you look more put together.
I love that.
No wet
I
hair.
think there was a show that was they call it Flair. You
Yeah.
remember that?
No.
Jennifer Aniston. Oh, they would say you have to have a certain number of pieces of flair.
Oh,
But toppers is
Well, we wouldn't
Good,
say
too.
flair because that's more a restaurant I think of Chili's where you
Oh,
gotta
is
have
that
the
restaurant?
flare.
Yes, that's what it was. It
Yes.
was kind of like that. All right,
Yeah.
so toppers.
We call them toppers.
Yeah, I think Ralph Lauren has a thing like that. Their standard was always like 3 just pieces on your upper body,
Yeah, probably.
like layers.
Probably. I could see them doing layers. But then, nothing like we don't do cut off shorts, that kind of thing. We can wear like athletic shoes, but no like
Flip flops.
sneakers, like dirty sneakers.
Oh.
What we would call river shoes.
In Greer.
Which,
In
no,
Greer.
yeah.
I'm going to put my river shoes on and I'm going to go outside.
Yes.
Yeah.
So like your nice sneakers, obviously they
Yep.
can wear. The
Golden
dress
goose. If they're
Yes.
dirty, it's fine. Though.
Yeah, that's right. The golden goose is going to be dirty. The dress code is something that's kind of, we kind of let you push on it
Yeah.
until you aren't using, you got to
Yeah.
dress for the customer you're working with, is what we try to tell our
Anybody
staff.
goes skimpy where you're like that, you need to put a little more on?
Yes.
Yeah.
Not a lot, but that has
often.
happened. Like,
Yep.
So what if somebody has 2 pieces of 2 toppers, but,
Then they have to
but
wear-
one's a big topper, like a really thick necklace or something?
that would be me. And I wear the most jewelry of most of the staff, I would say, or like the heavier of them.
And you just say like, "Hey, you need
I'd
another topper."
like, yeah, and you can we can let you use something that we have here. Or
That's
I
a
generally can give you one that you just wear.
And that's a minimum standard. What if, like, have you seen too much? Because Lex
No.
over at Parlor, he pushes the boundaries of things he puts on his body.
Lex
seen
at
him?
Parlor. I don't know if I've seen.
We'll get you a picture before you leave today.
Okay.
Yeah, he might have 50 toppers on.
Then I'm here for it.
Yeah. No, it works. It's working.
Yeah, it seems like it would be heavy wearing.
Yeah, that does
much.
seem like it would be heavy.
Be good for you. Favorite piece that you've seen come in the store that you can recall over the years? Like where you were just like, wow.
drooling.
We had a red Chanel. It was brand new. I also have to tell you about this crazy consignment that came in one time.
Yeah.
This just reminded me of it.
Yep.
It was the Jumbo XL, so it was like this big. It was like big enough to put a baby in. It was huge, and it was brand new, and it was just gorgeous. And I wanted it so bad, but we sold it.
You sold it. Do you? That was my next follow up. Is do you buy any stuff?
Sometimes
like,
I
for
buy
yourself, right?
things, but because I've worked there so long and in this industry for so long, it kind of the newness kind of wore off of it all.
Yeah.
So I have like pieces that I love that I carry or wear, and then I kind of decided, okay, I'll just stick with these things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Tell us the crazy consignment story.
So
Well, wait, before we do that, can you tell us pricing on the
What did the Chanel sell?
Chanel?
I don't remember what it sold for, but it retailed for like $5,400. I think we sold it for like close to $4,000.
Wow.
Yeah. The crazy consignment. And we always say at both stores, like, you never know what somebody may bring, but we don't take things in trash bags because it's a liability.
Good point.
Because
Randall, remember that?
Why? Because there might be animals in it or something?
Because
More
they're
trash
or mice?
or hypodermic needles.
Oh.
But you can't see because generally when somebody brings you in a trash bag, it's like a dark
Yeah.
or like a black trash bag, and you
Yeah.
don't know what's in there until
Yeah.
you start
Yeah.
opening it. We're moving things around. Like people think consignment is like luxury, all this wonderful stuff. We are like hauling things back and forth, moving things around all day long. So yes, that has its glamour moments, but not all of it. Definitely not all of it. One morning there was a man out front, and he had it was an elderly man, had all these trash bags, and we were like, what in the world? Like, somebody's gonna have to go out there and tell this old man that we can't take that stuff because it's in trash bags. Yeah. I think it was also like raining that day, and we were like, ugh.
Wet trash bags.
Yeah.
Even better.
So I was like, okay, let's just, we'll talk to him, see, his wife had sent him down there. She is ill and just doesn't need this stuff anymore. So I was like, okay. And at Revente, everything also has to be clean, pressed on a hanger when you bring it in.
Really?
Yeah. So like has
Good
to
to
be
know.
on hangers. All of this is on the website, which is shoprevente.com.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So it has to be on hangers, and this man just has trash bags. And we're like, okay. we, on a whim, normally, if Audrey and I had not been there, this would not have happened. Like, because the other girls know they're not supposed to look like through stuff like that. He brings the bags in, and we open the bags and start pulling out fur after, like, mink after mink after mink, Chanel bags, Gucci bags, Dior bags, like all of this crazy high-end designer stuff. That
was it? Where to get it?
It was his wife's, and she had gotten ill, and wasn't allowed, like, really going out anymore, and just didn't need this stuff anymore. And they were going to be moving.
Yeah.
And just figured, why not get rid of it?
Good roll of the dice by you there.
Yeah.
Huh?
And to this day, we talk about the trash bag consignment.
That's wild.
Yeah.
So, and did he have any idea how much money he was going to make off those things?
He knew it was nice stuff, but he had no idea that we would be able to. They didn't know that we would be able to get them the price that we would be able to.
Yeah. That's sweet.
But yes, we do take furs in the winter.
Okay.
Which some people love, some people hate it a lot. But we kind of take the stance that these furs are already fur.
Yeah.
You didn't kill them.
We didn't kill them. I don't necessarily believe that we should be, but this has already happened, and
What does mink feel like?
just like a
Soft, buttery.
yeah, pretty soft. The nice ones are pretty soft and buttery.
Is there any material you don't like to feel? Like, I never liked velvet for a long time. I don't even know
Really?
if I still do. Feels a little sketchy to me.
It's different now. Velvet now is different than like 30 years ago. Why? What do you get? I guess velvet.
I don't even know what I like. If somebody said, "Is this velvet?" I don't even
Yes,
know
you
if I would
would.
Something
know.
about
I know silk.
silk's nice.
I know cotton.
Cashmere, nice.
Love cashmere. I don't love the feel of 100% wool,
Okay, yeah.
especially like a lamb's wool, like a Scottish
Yeah.
sweater. Those are a bit
Itchy.
itchy and just
Yeah.
make me feel hot and scratchy.
Yep. All right. My last question. Most expensive piece you've sold that you remember? Like,
It was probably that Chanel bag.
was it?
Probably. I'm going to have to find you a picture of that bag. It was amazing.
You have dreams.
I wanna
Does
see
it
it.
sneak in your dreams sometimes?
Well, I have sold things that I regret selling now. Like right after my mom passed away, I lost my mind, like lost it obviously, and bought myself everything that I thought I deserved to have that would make me feel better, which, as you can imagine, nothing ever did, but the prices just kept getting higher and higher. And at one point, Audrey and I went to Atlanta we're members of a national organization called the National Organization of Resale and Thrift Stores. So it's NARTS.
yeah.
And they had a conference in Atlanta. And I was like, we're going. I'll feel better if we go. And I'll definitely feel better if I buy this $4,000 Chanel bag for myself. I will feel so much better.
Yeah.
And my mom would want me to have it. Yeah. It did not work.
Didn't fill the
No,
void.
I did not feel it. For like that trip, it did, because I was like, look at my new bag.
Yep.
Yeah, so there have been some things in that where I was like, why'd you buy all this stuff? And then I just sold it, that I wish that I'd been like, okay, calm down, Heather.
Yeah.
Maybe you could have kept some of these things.
Yep.
What about like Rolex or?
We do take
Some
them. It just, that one's a little bit harder for us to authenticate. But we also work with some other people in town who
Yeah.
are
Where-
more.
What was the name of the store? The men's store you said you send stuff to?
The Gentleman's Closet.
That's legit?
Yeah. They've been in 5 Points. Dean has been in 5 Points forever. He still comes to work every day. He's almost 100 years old.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? Is that where the Rolexes would be?
No, usually,
You're not gonna find them. Yeah.
no, you
gotta go
definitely, there's Jay has a pawn shop on, what is that street? Assembly. And that is where like most of the Rolexes end up
Really?
with him.
Pond
Yeah.
over there.
Interesting.
Good to know.
Yeah. He and his son especially has taken like tons of educational classes with jewelry, Rolexes and all that. So,
So you know you're getting a real one.
right.
Would he, or we got to ask him that. 5 Points Ambassador, is that also your MO?
That is, I am on the board of the 5 Points Association. So we kind of plan all the events. That's all these text messages have been from Heather, the other Heather. She's the executive director of the 5 Points Association. We have a meeting in the morning. You have an RSVP to the meeting. Like, okay, I will. But we plan all the events, not St. Pat's. That's a whole
I was going to
different
say
beast.
St. Pat's.
Yeah, like you guys should have them come in.
Who does that?
Well, Heather with the 5 Points Association,
Okay.
and then she also works with another group that are the two guys that do the booking and like work that actual event.
Nice.
Trey is one of them, and
That's a production.
it
What's
is.
Heather's last name? Should we shout her out?
McDonald.
Heather McDonald.
Heather McDonald.
Founder of McDonald's.
No, we wish. God, I wish. Like, that's my friend. No, we are the Heathers of 5 Points.
So I have one more question too. It's about the alleyway behind Village Idiot Pizza. You know it?
I do.
She knows it well.
It's right across from my store. That was unnecessary.
What did he say? Well, I didn't understand.
I said she knows it well, if you know what I mean.
Well, that was my question. Have you ever made out with someone in the alleyway behind there?
In that alleyway,
Yeah.
I have my own alley.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Have you ever made out with someone behind your own alley?
Absolutely. Without a doubt.
Yes.
Maybe last week. Who
Because
knows?
you've been there since you were 17. It seems like
Yeah.
it's just would be a spot.
Yeah, it is. It was a lot better once,
You guys got a good crew down
But we
there at
got a lot
5
of-
Points. You got
we got a
Amy
lot of
Beth.
cameras now. So we can't be doing all those crazy things. Yeah. Saluda Avenue is the street to be.
A lot of cool people
Yeah.
down there. Yeah.
It's awesome.
I love Amy Beth.
And how can we support you and how can the listeners support you?
You can shop, come to 5 Points and shop. Because we always tell people that, it's a totally different. We have daytime, like evening, dinner time, and then there's nighttime. Because a lot of people think of 5 Points as like going out just a bar.
Yeah.
It's completely different during the day. And even like that Saluda's time frame for dinner and whatnot. So come to 5 Points and shop and eat. And you can also shop the website, which is shoprevant.com or shopsidnancy.com. Both of those are listed on our Instagrams. But yeah, just come
What's the
down and
hours?
see us. Both stores are open from 10 to 6 Monday through Saturday and 12 to 6 on Sunday.
7 days. That's
7
nice.
days. We're
great.
rocking and rolling.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm swinging
Got to
by.
be open.
Yep.
Come see us.
All right. Well, thanks for being on here.
Yeah, thanks.
Here
We're here for the health of it.
for the health of it.
Just a quick note, this podcast is for informational purposes only. We're not meant to replace your doctors, and nothing here should be taken as medical advice. Always check with a qualified professional before making decisions about your health. The views and opinions expressed by our guests or hosts are their own and do not necessarily reflect those of this podcast. Reliance on any information provided is solely at your own risk.